Tonight on 12, as we mark 3 years since Superstorm Sandy, a sign of hope for seniors in Red Hook, whose center was destroyed in the storm. Plus, an EMT is fired after trying to help a young girl choking inside a Bushwick school.
As local news gets. News 12, Brooklyn.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Kelsey and this is News 12 Brooklyn. On this third anniversary of Superstorm Sandy, some good news for Red Hook seniors whose center was destroyed in the storm. Now they have something to look forward to. News 12 Brooklyn, Shayna Estulin has the story from West 9th Street. Okay, Mayor Bill de Blasio gave an update on the city's Build It Back program today. It's helping homeowners who suffered damage during Sandy. He says 100% of the reimbursement checks were sent out to more than 5,300 homeowners, and all repairs will be finished by the end of next year. Viewers are talking about Superstorm Sandy on our Facebook page tonight. We want to hear from you too. Just search for News 12 Brooklyn to post a comment. The man accused of murdering a Brooklyn detective in East Harlem appears in court today to face other charges in the Bronx. Tyrone Howard is charged with selling crack cocaine while behind bars at Rikers Island in 2013. Howard is also accused of shooting and killing NYPD detective Randolph Holder in East Harlem last week. Prosecutors say Holder was shot in the head while chasing Howard, who investigators say was a robbery suspect. Howard is set to be arraigned on this murder charge next month. Time for another check of your weather now, and Daryl Green is standing by to let you know that it's nice outside, but only for a little while.
Only for a little while indeed. Those
12 on crime today as police try and find a man wanted for the attempted rape of an 8-year-old girl. Authorities say the suspect, seen here, came up behind the victim as she walked toward her apartment building in Mount Hope this past weekend. They say he molested her before running off. As for the girl, she was taken to a local hospital and has since been sent home. Now, if you know anything that can help police in this case, call Crime Stoppers 1-800-577-TIPS. Remember, you don't have to leave your name. Moving on, history made in our nation's capital today as Paul Ryan officially becomes the new Speaker of the House. Ryan, sworn in by Congress earlier today, replaces John Boehner, who announced his resignation last month. The representative from Wisconsin was introduced to resounding applause after House Republicans chose him over fellow Representative Daniel Webster of Florida. President Obama even called Ryan to offer his congratulations, saying he's hopeful they can work together. The new speaker saying Congress needs to get better. All right, if there's one thing we know here at News 12, it's that Bronxites have a lot of pride. So a new survey by the app Clover ruling Bronx men as some of the most unattractive in the country. Well, we want to know what you had to say, and it's in today's Word on the Street.
What a realist.
Now, the app found that the most attractive women live in Manhattan, with the least attractive in Oklahoma City. All right, Pat, check this out. It's one thing to cuddle up with a blanket, but a cat brought to your door by a stranger? In honor of National Cat Day, Uber customers can request kittens on the app until 3 p.m. for just $30. A driver will bring you the cat to let you cuddle for 15 minutes. Some of the proceeds will even be donated to local animal shelters. For more information, head over to news12.com. In other news, the son of the man who died last year after police put him in a chokehold was arrested earlier this week. According to published reports, Eric Gardner's son was caught with a stolen city bike Tuesday in Chelsea. His mother claims he was with friends and didn't know the bike was stolen. A judge gave the 16-year-old 1 day of community service and said the case would be dismissed if he stayed out of trouble for 6 months.
As local news gets. News 12, the Bronx.
And thanks for joining us here on News 12 The Bronx. We're as local news gets. I'm Kelsey Minor. Tenants with disabilities and the elderly say they're tired of climbing 6 flights of stairs to get to their apartments. News 12 The Bronx reporter Allie Bauman is at 2714 Wallace Avenue with more. Going now to weather on the 2s and Daryl Green standing by. Chilly night ahead, huh, Daryl?
Yeah, chilly night ahead, but take a look at the temperature.
A Bronx teen facing charges after police say he attacked one of his teachers with a pencil. Cops say the 17-year-old Devin Smalls stabbed his teacher multiple times with a pencil at the Foreign Language Academy of Global Studies this morning. They also say he punched the woman after the pencil broke. The victim was treated at Lincoln Hospital and is expected to be okay. Smalls, meantime, is facing assault and harassment charges. Bronxites with disabilities and the elderly say they are tired of climbing 6 flights of stairs to their apartments every day. And now tenants living here at 2714 Wallace Avenue have reached out to News 12 in desperation, saying the only elevator in the building has been broken for 5 months. Neighbors say they've been trying to reach out to degree management without success and are tired of paying rent without seeing results.
You feel like hopeless that nothing's gonna get fixed here because they don't care.
This building, which has been one of the best buildings in this block and neighborhood, I'm here 22 years, and now it's the worst building in the block.
Degree Management tells News 12 that they have had 3 companies contracted to fix the elevator. The first made the problem worse. The second would not take the job, and the management company says now a third company is having to start from scratch. Let's move now to weather on the 2s, and Daryl Green is in the Weather Center just to tell us that tonight the weather is going to dip a little.
Yeah, we're going to start noticing the temperatures on the decline.
To the race to the White House now. The Republican debate Wednesday night was the first debate to take place that had someone other than Trump leading the polls. Ben Carson now leading in many polls, and even with Trump staying quiet, candidates still attacked each other. Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton thinks the debate was boring and that discussions weren't about important issues.
I heard a lot of insults and a lot of, back and forth between the various candidates. You would have been better off watching the World Series because the debate, in my view, was a swing and a miss.
And speaking of the Republican candidates, Donald Trump held a campaign rally in Nevada today. During that stop, he discussed some of what transpired at last night's debate. He also said that the debate has revitalized his campaign.
We won every online poll. We won Drudge, Time Magazine, every week, every time we have it. So we won CNBC. They did a poll during the show, and it kept saying Trump 50, 51, 59, 52. The other one 6, 5, 9.
Last night's Republican debate drew 14 million viewers, which is the lowest showing out of all 3 Republican debates held this year.